was 6.5 minutes into my video, and then I realized my mic was very low, and I went to go check the audio, and it wasn't gonna work, so I'm starting again. This is my 4th day in a row trying to tape this. The previous 3 days, the sun did not want to come out. It was hiding behind clouds, and so I had like staticky look on the sides here, and that wasn't gonna work. And then I just did 6.5 minutes, and it was actually really good. And so I'm really bummed. Anyway, hello fellow readers, how are you doing? My name is Mona Lisa. This is my channel, Mona Lisa Reads, and if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for popping by. I hope you stick around. For those who have stuck around and are watching this video, thank you. Because once again, after many, many months away, like I was in October, from like March to October, you people have stuck around, and now from October to now, you've also stuck around, and I really, really do appreciate that. I had like a bump in subscribers, and then I went back down. I know consistency is the key, and it's not all about subscribers. My thing is I really want to talk to people about books. So I need to be more consistent, though, in filming so that I can talk more about books with people. Anyway, this video is going to be about my stats from 2023. I'm not really going to discuss books specifically because I'm going to do that in a separate video. This video is about 2023 book stats and 2024 channel goals and reading goals. And I'll do a separate video about books that I read in 2023 and also 24 books I want to read in 2024 that I'm actually really excited about. Big lofty goals. So we'll see if I can get there. With the almost 1-year-old. My daughter turns 1 in 1 week, and my mama heart is not ready. Like, you can't technically call her baby anymore, but she's always my baby girl. If you're a parent, you understand this. Your baby's always your baby. So anyway, I'm eager to tell you how I did last year because I was kind of surprised at how well I did considering baby girl. Kept me quite busy and whatnot, but there's also some things that I've had to think about and kind of figure out. So let's go talk about it. Let's go now. Okay, so according to my Goodreads, I did 68 books last year. That's a great number considering my goal was 60. Like I said, with us getting our daughter, I did not think I was even going to come close because physical reading has been next to impossible. It took me months and months and months to finish Assassin's Quest, and I don't feel... I enjoyed it, but I don't feel like I enjoyed it as much as I would have if it hadn't taken me like 6 months to read. So, I'm very surprised by that number. The only way that I made it to read that many books was audiobooks. But here's the thing. I've caught myself in a conundrum because I would much rather do a physical read than a ebook, Kindle, or audiobook. Do I have a Kindle? Yes. Do I listen to audiobooks? Obviously, because that's the only way I reached my reading goal last year. Did I mention it was 60? So okay. According to my notes, I did 68. So, audiobooks are a great thing, but because I prefer doing physical books, there's a lot of books that I'm not listening to because I want to physically read them. So then I end up with a lot of fluffy type books. Hence, I read some romance last year. Audiobooked. And they weren't all bad. I actually enjoyed some of them, but I don't want I want my books to be of substance and quality this year. Not that romance can't have that, but it's not the crux of what I want to be reading. And by the end of last year, that's totally what it was. Stuff going on in life, baby girl, holidays, you know the drill. Anyway, let's get to my stats. So, according to Goodreads, I read 68 books. Here's my caveat on that. I know I read over 70. What those missing books were, I have no idea. My brain no longer has that information in it, so we're just going to go with 68 books. But my numbers are a little off since I am missing a few books. Where they went, I don't know. Okay, also, I bought this years ago to do a journal about something or other, and I never did it, and I wanted to start keeping like the books written down, not just in Goodreads, because I've heard other people complain that like they disappear and numbers change. So total pages read was approximately 20,187. Total time read in hours was 457. Genres that I did. Now here's another weird thing. When I was doing this in my brain, I don't know why, probably mom brain, I mixed genres. So like Agatha Christie is mystery, but I also consider them classics, so I put them in both categories. So it makes my numbers off. So this next year, 2024, I'm just going to put them in one category. But overall, mystery and crime was 35, sci-fi fantasy was 19, middle grade 9, nonfiction 10, romance 6. Didn't think I'd ever say 6 in a year. Classics was 7. Again, that was mostly Agatha Christie. And then I started doing some comic/manga books, and that was 5. According to my numbers, and I know they have to be off, but basically I read 17 physical, 12 ebooks, and did a whopping 35 audiobooks. Yeah, audiobooks, like I said, is the only reason I actually made it to over my goal of 60 to 68 plus books. So I'm thankful for audiobooks. As far as the people that I read most, I know Agatha Christie was one of the top ones. Another author that I discovered last year was M.C. Beaton. She's from England, was from England. She has passed away. She did a series with a character named Agatha Raisin. And I think the first one was And the Deadly Quiche or something. And I've enjoyed it, but I think Agatha Raisin's starting to get on my nerves. So like she needs to like change as a person soon. Oh, I just spit. Sorry. She needs to change soon as a person, or I don't know how much more I'm going to continue with her. But it's been really cute so far. Very British in humor at times, but I've found myself giggling a few times. Who else? Let me look up like who else I read. I'm totally gonna butcher her name. She does the Vanderbeeker series. Karina Jan Glasner. Why did I think I was gonna butcher that? I did read some Robin Hobb. I did read Jim Butcher, like I said. I started the Dresden series. I enjoyed it. I need to continue with that. So those were the bigger ones that I did. I also did James Ponti. If you haven't heard of James Ponti, I would check him out if you have any children middle grade. I enjoyed these books. They were framed, trapped, and vanished. And it's about a kid who ends up working for the FBI. And I enjoyed it because I felt some less so in the last book, but especially in the first book. There was history, like stuff about art and things that were thrown into the story that was actually educational, and it wasn't just, oh, he goes and does blah blah blah. So I enjoyed that series. He also has City Spies or something like that I want to check out as well. But I really enjoyed that, and I would like to get that series for my daughter, for her to read for when she's older. So James Ponti, go check him out. What else? Any other interesting stats? I don't think so. I mean, I did mostly read fiction this past year, not as much nonfiction as I would have liked. I did several biographies / memoirs / autobiography situations, and I did a couple crime stuff that I enjoyed. So I would like to do more nonfiction next year, or 2024. So those are my overall stats for 2023. Overall, I'm happy. But like I said, towards the end, I felt like it was the fluff, the romance stuff. And here's the thing: I have said I don't like romance. I kind of like the current day rom-com type stuff. I don't see myself reading all of them because that really isn't. I enjoy them, but it's like when I wanted something where I didn't have to really concentrate super hard on the story to keep everything connected. So that worked out really well when my brain was just mush. I did enjoy them though, so that's interesting to me. But I will not be reading the, as I have said before, the heaving bosoms and burning loins romance novels. Those are not my jam. So, and I'm not saying romance can't be quality. It was good writing. It just wasn't. I don't know how to say it. It just, I wanted more, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. So 2024, what am I looking at? Oh, here's my thing. My daughter turns 1 in a week, and she is still my number one priority. She will always be my number one priority. So Booktube and reading and even my crocheting has taken a back seat. And that's okay. I'm okay with this because she's amazing and I love her. But that does make this whole thing more difficult to fit into my life. So Booktube, my goal is to do 2 videos a month. And as far as reading goals, my goal I put at 50 books, 40 books. Oh no, it's here. That's my reading goal for the year, as far as the number of the books. So I know that I did more than that last year, but like I said, towards the end, I felt like it was fluff and not deep. Just, I don't know. I don't want it all the fluffy, romancy stuff. Sorry, my hair is bugging me. I just want it more, not complex, more quality, more depth, more oomph. I don't know. If you know how to describe it, put it in the comments below. I just want some more quality books. I don't know how to make, I don't know how to describe that better. So 2 videos a month is my goal. 40, 50 books in the next year. And just really good I just want to read good books. I do have 24 books that I want to read this year, so I'm going to do a video on that. But overall, I'm keeping things super simple. I have to, because everything else in life seems super complicated. There's, besides raising my daughter, there's some other stuff going on that's just stressful. Hopefully it will end soon. But yeah, it's just craziness. And family's coming to town, and husband's back working in the office, and I really, really hate that. I miss him terribly. So just, life's just happening, and my daughter has woken up early, so I need to go take care of her. But I wanted to, again, say thank you for coming and checking out my channel. If it's your first time, again, if you're returning, thank you so much for sticking with me. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I feel like this year is going to be just really good as far as reading quality books. I don't know how else to say that, but I have a good feeling because I have in my brain what I want to do, so that's going to make me careful of the books that I choose. So I would love to hear whatever goals you have for reading for this next year, whether or not you have a Booktube channel. It doesn't matter. Like, is there a certain genre you want to check out for the first time? Is there specific books that you have had on your TBR for a long time, or something that's coming out this year? What about rereading? I love rereading. I don't know if I'm going to do any rereading this year, but yeah, there's some books I always go like, oh, if I'm going to reread, this is a book I'd reread. Like Little Women, nostalgia. Yeah, let me tell me goals or things you want to be reading this year. I would love to talk to you about it. Maybe it's something I have read and we can discuss that. And if it's something I haven't read, maybe you can pique my interest in adding it to my never-ending TBR. But in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for spending time with me. And as always, go read a good book and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, you guys.